on your side.
And good evening, Central Texas. I'm Tara Mergener. Gordon has the night off. We start tonight with a story out of Falls County, where after 2 days of searching, the body of a missing rancher has been found. Marlena Hamilton joins us now with more.
Tara, authorities found a body around 4:20 this afternoon, the same area that Harold Frank went missing. We talked to the man that sold Frank this property about 13 years ago. He says they talked a few times a week and considered him a close friend. He tells us he can't believe he's gone.
A generous person. He really was.
Ronnie Newman says he's going to miss talking to his good friend Harold every week.
He'd done anything for me.
He says Harold Frank was one of the hardest working people he knew.
7 days a week, worked till after dark every day, and that's probably what got him.
The night Frank went missing, Newman received a call from him and another ranch hand saying they were stuck and trying to get his cattle to higher ground. Newman was able to help the other ranch hand get to safety, but Frank was out of reach.
Waited and hoping he'd come out and couldn't get to him.
When authorities found his body, Newman says he expected it, but doesn't want to believe it.
It's just going to be different now, Harold.
Newman says he feels for Frank's family, especially his kids.
They won't get to know their dad like most people.
More than 30 people, including law enforcement and volunteers, were among those searching for Frank, but they say he was doing what any other rancher would do in the same situation.
He's doing what what a rancher does. You know, take care of his animals, take care of his livestock.
Newman tells us that Frank not only owned this property, which was 2,500 acres, but he also owned 2 others. But he doesn't know who's going to take those over. In Marlin, Marlena Hamilton, KWTX News 10.
Your side.
We continue to follow breaking news out of Falls County. That is where after 2 days of searching, the body of a missing rancher has been found. News 10's Marlena Hamilton is live on the scene with the very latest. Marlena.
Julie, obviously this is not the news that anyone wanted to hear, but they did find a body. Authorities found a body around 4:20 this afternoon. They tell us right over there, the same spot that Harold Frank went missing about 2 days ago. They had game wardens, Marlin Volunteer Fire Department, the Red Cross out here for 2 days searching. They started their search again around 8 a.m. this morning and found a body this afternoon. They also had the Search Dog Network out here to help as well. They had 2 dogs. They brought 1 dog out on the boat in that area. The dog alerted to that area. They went back a second time and the dog alerted them a second time, and that's where they found the body. We spoke to the man that sold Harold Frank this land, and we hear about his emotional tale and his ties to Harold, how he's known him for 13 years. We'll have his story tonight at 10. Now reporting live near Marlin, Marlena Hamilton, KWTX News 10.
News 10 starts now with a breaking news alert.
All right, good evening, Central Texas. We are following some breaking news out of Falls County, only a few miles south of Marlin. That is where crews have been working around the clock to find a missing rancher washed away by high waters.
That's right. News 10's Marlena Hamilton is live on the scene right now. Marlena, we understand you've got an update for us.
Yes, Tara and Julie, the authorities have been searching for Harold Frank for the past 2 days, but they just found a body around 4:20 this afternoon in these flooded fields, and that's where Game Warden Captain Neil Beeler joins us now live to tell us a little bit about the updates that we are receiving. Well, thank you for joining us right now.
Sure.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about the search you've been doing the past 2 days.
Well, we've just been going off information we had from the ranch hand that was with him at the time of general area that we looked in. And of course, the water's been receding. We've had bad weather. It's kind of made the search a little more difficult than it probably needed to be. But later this afternoon, we called in some dogs, and they alerted to a spot. And we went out about 3 o'clock with the dogs and actually found his body about 4:20.
Around 4:20. So tell us a little bit more about the dog that alerted the game wardens to that spot.
I think they came out of the Department of Corrections. We just called them in, and you know, they help. They work off the scent, and we were worried about the scent of the cattle and stuff being out there, but they're unique to only finding human scents, and at this case it worked out fine.
And would you say the water has gone down a lot, like you were saying earlier, from 8 feet to 5 feet? Do you think that helped find the body?
Oh, it definitely did, because there's so much more coverage area and there's so much debris out there, and just bringing that scent a little closer to the surface surely helped a little bit.
And with all the rain we've been having the past 2 days, is this the outcome you unfortunately expected?
No, you never expect it, but you know, sometimes it happens, and it's sad when it does happen, but you know, that's what we have to respond to.
Well, thank you for giving us this update. And the boat is coming in right now with the dogs, so we'll have a lot more of this developing story coming up at 6. Reporting live right now, Marlena Hamilton, KWTX News 10.